Hey guys, Ranger here, and welcome back to another reaction and review. And um, this is to the second to last Mickey cartoon, which is Flushed, a Mickey Mouse cartoon. And from the thumbnail, I can just assume this plays upon the gimmick of a goldfish dies, you flush it down the toilet. That's the only thing I can come up with here. And I remember something about Mickey having a goldfish before, so let's go ahead and dive into this and see what we're in for. As soon as it finishes loading. Okay, there we go. For some reason, it automatically set the resolution setting to 480. I don't know why. So let's go ahead and begin. This is Flushed. Starting the video. Okay, starting video. 3, 2, 1, click. I like the intro. And we're back at Mickey's apartment. Goldfish died. I feel like that a lot.
Oh, looks like Double's bowl is overdue for a cleaning. Someone's excited about a clean bowl.
That's adorable.
There you go, Doubles. Whoop, forgot something. You just relax and I'll be right back.
Oh no.
Here you go, your very own castle. Gobbles! He's too young to die! Take me instead!
First off, the castle that was like a
Tis with
miniature.
a heavy heart that we commit our beloved
That was like a
Gobbles
miniature
back
Cinderella
into your
castle.
Sweet embrace.
Why's the cat here?
And now, a moment of silence.
And Pluto's.
Hey, what's up, Gobbles? He's alive! Don't worry, boy! I'm coming! I'm what? I'm coming, Gobbles!
We're going to see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles down here. No, they're in the New York sewer. This is the LA sewer. I like that. He's like Indiana Jones.
What is it, boy? Joe, genius!
And now Mr. Superman. I mean, sorry, Spider-Man.
I'll never let you out of my sight again, buddy.
Donald?
What did I eat?
Donald scarred for life. That's
The pipe's
funny.
jammed up. You gotta find a release valve.
Oh! Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, so breath to keep him. Okay. He's not able to breathe. Huh.
Breathe, man. Breathe. Oh,
That's
now
sewer
let's
water. I wouldn't do that. Whoa! Hey, it's Monstro.
Doubles, looks like nothing gets out of this dingy
Is that
place.
Pinocchio's hat?
Why, it's even dirtier.
That was
than
Pinocchio!
coal.
I gotta go back to that. That was Pinocchio's.
Come
Oh,
on,
that was.
Doubles. This ought to do the trick. Whoa! We made it. Hey, Pluto, we're home. Pluto? Pluto! He's too young to die.
Oh, no.
Take me instead.
And here we go. Okay, this is a fun cartoon. Some really good. I was right that it played upon the concept of go fish dies, flush it. Buried at sea burial. Okay, but this was an interesting concept. Poor Mick did not realize that Gubbles was asleep and completely thought he was dead. And of course, that gimmick where the fish was alive at the end, Mickey did not. I mean, he didn't pay any attention. He was like, "Hey," and then flushes it and realizes, oh crap, I screwed up. And so Mickey dives in after the fish. And there was a few interesting references in this cartoon as well. But yeah, this was an interesting cartoon. I definitely can't say that it's my favorite cartoon at all. But yeah, it's definitely a cute and fun cartoon, and definitely some really interesting gimmicks going on in this cartoon. One of the things that kind of confuses me, I think it's interesting that it switches back and forth between Mickey having a house and like the last cartoon to him now living in an apartment in this cartoon. There's an inconsistency with the location setting, but it also works with the gimmick of that. But I mean, it just works. However, I mean, it's a cartoon, so yeah, it just works with whatever story rolls with it. But again, I did enjoy this cartoon. It was cute. It was fun. And it was interesting, again, continuing with that little fishy that Mickey had. So, and I'm wondering about the cat. Like, there was a cat present. And so Mickey has a fish, a cat, and a dog. And he also had the bird. So, I'm just wondering, so the landlord obviously allows pets, I'm assuming. Possibly, or maybe Mickey just sneaks them around and he doesn't even know. But yeah, this is an interesting setup here. Like I said, it's not my favorite cartoon, but it is a cute and fun cartoon. And it does, like I said, play upon the concept of fish dying, the burial sea. But, of course, with the natural cartoon hijinks, Mickey goes through heck and back to get the fish, and everything turns out okay. Except for the end, whenever Mickey thinks Pluto's dead because Pluto's on his back, asleep. So, yeah, Pluto better be waking up soon. Otherwise, Mickey's going to bury Pluto. But yeah, there's some interesting things that I wanted regarding the background. And first off, like I said, the concept of the initial background here, the background of, really nice background of Mickey's apartment. And here's Gubbles in his bowl playing a video game. We see a tiny little pizza box over on the side. And I'm wondering about this game. SNES, maybe? Possibly? Whatever was the first console that Mickey actually... And that castle, that's the Disney castle. That's like the Cinderella castle right there. That is the Cinderella castle. Right there. That's the Disney castle. That's cute. I love that. That's adorable. That's what it makes me think of. It's cute. It's adorable. You could also look at it, honestly, like looking at this little castle. It also makes me think of Disney Castle from Kingdom Hearts. It does. I mean, heck, Disney Castle in Kingdom Hearts, it had the blue, I mean, it was white, it had the blue roof, the blue shingles. This looks like the Disney Castle, so not an intentional Kingdom Hearts reference, but definitely works for that nature. Okay, and like I said, we have Pluto wearing the hat with the veil. Okay. Okay. And I think it's cute that Mickey's having to stand on a book because he's a mouse. He's short. He's like 3 feet tall. So it's cute. And I gotta say, Mickey looks pretty bad A like this. I mean, Mickey is pretty much Indiana Jones here. This is pretty bad A of Mickey right here. I really like this. And poor O'Donnell is going to be scared to death, scared and scarred for life at this point. What did he eat? You're thinking you pooped out Mickey. What could you have eaten unless you're a cannibal? And the fish going between Mickey's butt cheeks. And that squeak. I can imagine if Minnie was watching this cartoon, she's laughing. Like she's rolling around on the floor right now laughing, saying that was both adorable and just hilarious. I also think it's funny how Mickey's tail goes straight up whenever that happens. Interesting reverse gimmick here with how Gubbles... Normally, you go underwater, you have to hold your breath to keep air in your lungs whenever you go under the water. Here, Gubbles has to do the reverse opposite. In order to go out of the water, he has to hold his breath to hold water in his lungs. So, yeah, interesting gimmick with that one. And I'm assuming that this right here is kind of how they make the Frosted Mickey treats at the Disney parks. This kind of fits that. And we also get an interesting scene of the outside of the town of the city with this cliff that leads out into the ocean. And this is actually a very beautiful scene. But I'm kind of curious about. I mean, this would make a really beautiful scene. I can imagine that this particular cliff top view is beautiful at nighttime and at sunset. So that should inspire some fic writers. I know a couple. But yeah, interesting shot of that. Then we see Monstro from Pinocchio. That's interesting to see him come back. And I wondered about that, but yeah, this is interesting. And I wondered about it. Pinocchio's skull. Pinocchio's skull. He's made of wood, and we see like he's kind of made of wood, and it's like a branch. It's got a split, and there's Pinocchio's head. There's the nose. It's Pinocchio's skull. So yeah, and there's part of the ship as well. So yeah, kind of it's a dark reference, but it's comical too. It's like an alternate version, like Pinocchio and his father, Geppetto, never got out of Monstro. Like they never got out. That's actually pretty cool. That's really cool, actually. And we see the city again, which is this is actually really, again, a really lovely view of the ocean. And we see some mountainous regions around as well. And the cliff top area, we see a nice road that drives along the coastline. That's really lovely. And we see the apartment that Mickey's in. And I'm wondering about this little sign here. Hang on. Mainway Avenue something. It looks like Mainway Avenue 17 or something. That's what it looks like on the sign. I was wondering if that was like a little hidden Easter egg. But again, yeah, cute cartoon. Some really interesting references. I really like the references, especially the one of Dumbo. Sorry, I mean, especially the one of Pinocchio. I really love that one as well. That's a very fun one. But again, I did enjoy this cartoon. I'm looking forward to the next one though, because obviously the next one's going to be much more interesting. Next one, of course, has Mickey, Minnie, and the Thumb. So that one which is Roll-'em. That one I'm going to be getting into because I'm really curious about that one. So again, I did enjoy this cartoon. It's fun, cute. I especially love the Pinocchio reference. I mean, just the dark implications with that. Love that. But again, thank you guys again for joining me. And again to Disney, thank you guys again for making it, and again for keeping it dark and for putting that little reference in there. Thank you guys, and thank you for keeping it dark like that, because that's awesome. But again, thank you guys again for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you again, Disney, to everybody that worked on it. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video that I do. Take care.